I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comment Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments. You know why the Snowman was yelling? He was having a meltdown. So kicking off this week with last week's Comment Corner, the You Made Them Mad corner. Robert Kindler kicked it off with, "Man, leave my boy Josh alone. He speaks his opinion. I remember back in my day, two guys could disagree and sit down and discuss it. No need to get mad." Yeah, you're remembering through rose-colored glasses. First of all, you don't need to defend Josh. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was trying to piss people off. He thought he was trying to piss me off, and I didn't care because I know him. But he knew what he was doing. That's point one. Point two, anybody disagrees with you, you will not shut up. So don't you dare talk about people can have their opinions. My brother Josh, the film best, replied to this. "Seriously, can they just let me love It's Raining Men without judging me? Why? Why?" No, Josh, we cannot. Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, "I just finished watching WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023, and CM Punk has made his return, and I was in complete shock." I think you were probably the only one. Then Richard Daly commented, "It's actually already a song." He's talking about some Thanksgiving carol he posted last week, and okay. I didn't know that. I've never heard that song. Then Paul Jetto commented, "How can you not like Sting?" Because he's not a wrestling fan. And he just likes to trigger people. Then my brother Josh, the film bestie, made his own comment. "Favorite Christmas song? That's a toughie. The soundtracks to A Muppet Christmas Carol and Stingiest Man in Town. Although I used to listen to All Alone for Christmas by Darlene Love during the holiday season while crying. That's less about enjoyment and more about white-knuckling against self-ending. Anywho, you have a Michael Bublé album? You schmuck." I got more than one. Then Jay McCool commented, "I usually watch your videos on my day off. The early comments were on Thanksgiving. I was off." Oh, okay. Cool. Whenever you want to comment, comment. Then Jay McCool commented, "I wasn't mad at the film bestie, I was just saying." Well, you weren't, but the other guy certainly was. Then Jay McCool commented, "I love dad jokes. They're so lame, they're funny." You get me. You know what you call a snowman in the summer? A puddle. Then on my Davy's Awesome Stories, here we come to save the day. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, "You at least tried to be a hero and help someone out. It makes me feel a little bit better about the situation, but it was still stupid and annoying." Then Paul Jetto commented, "This story was funny, but I was so distracted by your brother. Shouldn't he be back at Woodstock tripping out on mushrooms, not realizing the concert ended decades ago?" Dude, it's either the tie-dye or he pretends to be a modern Viking. So pick one. Then the film bestie commented, "This story is why I ignore pleas for help, like a New Yorker. Probably not the best course of action, but I really don't like the inconvenience." I haven't really heard cries for help since that night, but I'd like to believe I wouldn't ignore it. Then Jay McCool commented, "I would have been so mad, but at least you guys tried to help." Yeah, we tried. And yeah, we were. All the way home with our pizza, we were both just fuming. You know a snowman's least favorite sandwich? Tuna melts. Then taking a little break from this week's videos, on an older Davy's Awesome Stories, Did We Forget Math? Nikki B. Jammin commented, "I was in special ed all the way up into high school. I was using third graders' math and reading up until 10th grade. I'm a math whiz compared to kids today. Their banks, apps, devices do all the math. Give me a pen, piece of paper, and let me jot down some chicken scratch. I'm good to go." Well, yeah, but in that video, the point was that people were just basically making really bad guesses. You know why people hate getting together with snowmen? They're flaky. Then on a comment corner from a couple of weeks ago, top 5 favorite TV shows, Nikki B. Jammin commented, "All those television shows are awesome, except for Becker. Blah. Don't get me wrong, I love the cast and I'm a huge Cheers fan. Scrubs was really clever. There was one I saw with singer-songwriter Colin Hayes does an acoustic version of the song Overkill. There's a really good version of it on YouTube, but it's the one where he's on a Rick and Bob show, or Tom and Bob show, or something and Bob show. Some kind of radio studio type podcast type thing. If you find that one, that one's the one. You could do a whole episode just on Third Rock and John Lithgow. I don't know where I'd catch it, but I can talk about that television show for days, including outside performances from cast members. We really need comedy again. Holy lol. You ain't gotta read all this. Cherry pick it if you need to, or whatever. It's your material now. It's cool. I dig the stories, brother. 100. I'm from the old school. I agree with almost everything you said. Becker was awesome. On the Snowman's wedding day, he got cold feet. Then on this week's Davy's Awesome Wrestling, Daniel De Leon 69 commented, "The rumors were true and CM Punk returned to WWE." Yay. Then Robert Kindler commented, "Okay, for real, I have so much to say about this. First of all, at this point, they might as well just drop the Survivor Series and change it to War Games. There was nothing Survivor Series about this. For real, it only had 5 matches. If you ask me, the IC title match was the match of the night. They totally cut Randy Orton's nuts off. They should have had Jay say on Raw, 'I got an idea for a 5th man, let me make a phone call.' I mean, they teased that he wasn't going to be there. Think about how crazy the fans would have been if he came out last, just like he did with No Warning. Then he got overshadowed by CM Punk. CM Punk, I swear, he is only the middle finger to AEW. What are they going to do with him? Someone who had the AEW title 2 times for a total of 3 days. I swear, if he beats Roman, might as well just go slap everyone in the locker room in the face. I read where Hunter said he is not the same person he was 10 years ago. I guess the 2 backstage fights he had in AEW don't count. I don't understand why the women's War Game match was only 4 and the men's was 5. Speaking of the women's match, it was horrible. Just a bunch of high spots, one right after the other. No story. That trash can spot was so dangerous, no way to control it. I don't understand the LWO, why they're even there. Only to give someone something to do. The women's title match was pretty good, the ending was predictable, but it had a great story, and got me asking, maybe. Okay, so first of all, they're not going to drop Survivor Series. That's one of their original 4. It's going to stay around. As far as bringing back the Survivor Series match, they've tried, and it doesn't get the reaction they want. My opinion is because they keep doing this whole Raw versus SmackDown thing, which we don't care about because people go from Raw to SmackDown like it's nothing. So there's no real war. War Games got successful in NXT, goes up to the main roster. That's how it works. As far as the IC title being match of the night, are you freaking nuts? How is a 5-minute filler match with no drama the match of the night? And the women's War Games match not being good just because she did the dive with the trash can? Okay, Jim Cornette. Then the film bestie commented, "His name is Gunther." Yeah, I preferred it when it was Walter. Then Jay McCool commented, "I'm so glad to watch this review because I'm also a huge CM Punk fan, and I've been having people ask me the same thing since Survivor Series, and I couldn't find the words to convey why I'm not excited that he's back. You put it perfectly. Thank you." No problem. You know what makes a snowman nervous? When he's surrounded by yellow snow. Then on my Davy's Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the classic B-movie from the 80s, Enter the Ninja. Daniel De Leon 69 commented, "I have the poster of Enter the Ninja in my room, and it looks great." Nice. Then Nikki B. Jammin commented, "No, ma'am! Let's rock, baby." No pig. Then Paul Jetto commented, "Got it. Neon glowing ninja suit inside a dark warehouse. Blend." Ha! Pretty much. Like, they obviously, in that movie, didn't understand the concept of ninja. They basically just made it out to where ninjas are just warriors who dress up a certain way. No, the point of a ninja was to be stealthy. And they were anything but in that movie. Then, my brother Josh the Film Bestie commented, "Boy, those uniforms really give them that chameleon-like ability to blend in with their surroundings. Also, I just want you to know that I felt completely safe in your arms. And I never said that to a man before." Motosurf! What if you don't comment something like that again?
We don't care if you get it.
Then Jay McCool commented, "This movie looks so terrible, I already know I'm going to have to see it." If you like terrible movies, then yes, you need to see it. Then Jay McCool commented, "If they had waited for Cole to have dinner, Frank might still be alive. And they could have had a talk about Marianne."
No!
Yeah, that would have been awkward. Then Jay McCool commented, "You should do a whole dubbed movie with a whole dubbed review." I don't know if I'd want to do that. I don't mind making fun of dubbing by doing some bad dubbing my own in videos, but I wouldn't want to do the whole video like that. And then the final comment, because God forbid I go more than a couple of weeks without J-Spud. The J-Spud comment. "Oh God, this movie reminds me of where I've been the past couple of weeks. You may have noticed that I was absent last week, and if so, that was very sweet of you. Anywho, I was visiting Nunchuck's family in Nebraska for the holidays. It was awful. First, I want to say that Nebraska ninjas are indeed a real thing, and something to fear. Instead of throwing shuriken, they throw shuricorn. It's sharpened corn cobs. Second, my mother-in-law. We call her tracksuit. That's all she ever wears, and she is deeply unpleasant. Ever had a 50-year-old woman who resembled an 80-year-old plus-size escort try to sell their body to you for your last $6.17? What a ripoff. She put her 3-studded tongue against my neck mole and offered to take me for a ride around the family stool silo. Ugh! She called me pasty pants. Oh, I noticed that you didn't comment. And I didn't mention that because I didn't want to jinx it. You know what you call a snowman's dog? A slush puppy. So there you have it. That's the Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.